Direct objects receive the action of the verb directly, answering what or whom. For example, in she reads a book, book is the direct object. Indirect objects, on the other hand, indicate to whom or for whom the action is done, as in he gave her a gift, where her is the indirect object. Objects in action verbs clarify meaning by indicating who or what receives the action. They complete the verb's meaning and structure. There are two main types, direct objects and indirect objects. Direct objects answer whom or what after an action verb, receiving the action directly. For example, in they played key roles in many battles. Roles is the direct object, answering what they played. Indirect objects answer to whom or for whom after an action verb, specifying who receives the direct object. They typically appear between the verb and the direct object. For example, in veterans offered new volunteers useful advice. Volunteers is the indirect object, while advice is the direct object. Direct and indirect objects never appear in prepositional phrases. Only nouns or pronouns between the verb and direct object can be indirect objects. For example, in Patriots gave supplies to the Minutemen. Minutemen is not an indirect object because it follows the preposition to. In the sentence, the teacher gave the class a lesson. Class is the indirect object, receiving the lesson, which is the direct object. Similarly, in she sent her friends and her cousins invitations. Friends and cousins are compound indirect objects, while invitations is the direct object. In the sentence, the team brought snacks and drinks to the picnic. Snacks and drinks serve as compound direct objects. Similarly, in he showed Jesse and me the picture. Jesse and me are compound indirect objects, while the picture is the direct object. In sentences, direct objects receive the action, while indirect objects indicate to whom or for whom the action is done. For example, in the coach gave the players instructions. Instructions is the direct object, and the players is the indirect object. Similarly, she sent her parents a letter has letter as the direct object and her parents as the indirect object. When using pronouns as direct or indirect objects, choose object pronouns like me, him, her, us, and them. Avoid subject pronouns such as I, he, she, we, and they. For example, say, he showed Jesse and me the picture, not Jesse and I.